When we saw the rally in Baku, actually I think for some hours we were very confused what was the rally for, because we couldn't believe maybe that it was for starting the military action.
Some people used to mention before the rally that as generation changed, the approach of the nations is also changing towards the conflict. But after the rally, I thought that actually nothing has changed. I remember, and of course Arpi as well remember, our first dialogue was not quite, maybe it was successful actually, but it was a bit hard. So therefore we were, both sides had the kind of, let me say, angry, but somehow, maybe after this conversation, we had a kind of idea that what the arguments the opposing side has, maybe it helped us.
For me, after this conversation, after the dialogue we had, actually after only some days, when we finished this project, I was feeling very awkward about many things I said during this dialogue. And I was feeling awkward about the moment I cried or I got very emotional, because I could see it already with some new perspective.
I think that when Armenians and Azerbaijanis are kind of forced to live together, they get somehow very good dialogue. Let's take an example, Georgia. We were in one of these villages with Arfi, it's called Sopi in Marneoli region, and they were neighbors, they were living together.
You remember that in Sopi, there was a moment you started talking in Azerbaijani to me.
Yeah, exactly, yeah, I remember.
And I think I understood.
Yeah, and you understood that answer, yes.
Yes. Now I wouldn't say that it's our side and their side. I mean, even during these days, I had Azerbaijani friends whom I could talk very freely, but I had Armenian friends whom I couldn't talk anymore, because they are so much into their truth that I cannot talk to them.
I think that the hate between the two nations is not the main problem. The main problem is being angry. They are mainly angry, and by fixing the problem, you can easily make people, how to say, calm.
I think both parts do not really want peace, but they want to win. Neither Armenian or Azerbaijan, they don't want to agree on something, and that is because of the lack of dialogue. You don't want to talk to them, you don't want to understand them. You think that you are right, you are the right side, and there is no any other truth than yours.
I believe in peace much more than my parents. My parents say that it is quite hard to live in a peaceful environment. For them, especially after the 1990s, to say the two nations will never rely on to each other in a friendly way.
During 90s, people who were fighting each other also had this memory of
Friendship.
And friendship, yes, and they wouldn't be so brutal to each other, they wouldn't be so hateful. And now we have generations in both countries that were raised under this propaganda, who doesn't know each other who never talks to each other. So we have people born after 1994 on both sides who only have this one image, an image of enemy, and for whom it's okay to fight.